Yeah, good day to you all once again. To all my viewers and my listeners, you're welcome to Mikey's FS Academy. In today's video, I want us to look on Crash 300 and how to make more profits in this from the market trading Crash 300. Majority of us don't really look at this market because we think it's very volatile. That is, because of that high volatility, majority of us want to back away, back out of this market. But if you know how to trade this market, you can actually, you know, make a lot of profits from Crash 300. Please, I also want to encourage you. If this video is of a great value to you, if you like what you're seeing, just do us a favor and hit the subscribe button, like this video, give it a thumb up, and you can call for mentorship program. You want to register, you want to know how to trade forex, you are new, these things look strange to you, you've heard a whole lot about forex, about boom and crash, and you don't actually know how to go about it, and you want to be a professional, you want to be good, you want to learn these things and be good in it. Just feel free, you call, you chat me on WhatsApp. I should be able to give you a quick response and on how these things works. Now this is where um, what the price is actually doing. Um, if you are a trader and you actually want to make progress, you want to succeed in trading forex, please, um, I would like you to actually make good use of every tools that you have on your chart, and it's not really wise, it's not advisable to do a top-down analysis using a mobile phone. Some if you're unless you're a professional, you know your way around the market, fine. But if you are an intermediate trader, a beginner, I'd advise you get a good system, a desktop, a laptop, to actually do your TA, which is your technical analysis. Technical analysis is the key to, you know, to trade, to trading is the key, it's a strong key that you can actually, get it right. Okay. Now this is what is currently happening on the monthly time frame. As you can see, this is actually crashing. Price is actually crashing to the downside. It's a strong crash, as I would call this, the crash 300. It's a strong crash. It's actually happening right now. Now this is our area of interest. This is where price um, is currently. You know, this is where price is currently. This is our key area of interest. But I actually want to um, make a point for those of us who are ready to learn, who want to really know how these things work, and you want to make progress. I actually want to make a point to you so that you know how to trade this market. It's very volatile. If you know your way around it, you can actually make with the market, make good um, um, funds out of it. You know, looking at it from this from the weekly time frame, I can easily tell you that if you know how to trade the trend line break, you can actually make money. Trading the trend line break. Just placing a trend line like this, where you have multiple touches. You look for multiple touches. We have touch one, touch two, touch three on the trend line, and we have a break on the trend line. If we go to this, you can actually see what is happening. This is how the uh, trend line pattern is how the line chart is. Sorry, this is how the line chart is. But if you go back to the candlestick chart, this is how it is. So you just wait for the trend line break, wait for the break, and there's a retest. And what happened? See how price fell down all the way. This is, if we have to count, this is week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Price kept falling. This is strong crash landing. Price is actually crashing down. This is crash 300. You can actually place your entry um, here on the break, You can place your entry here, and you can actually ride this to the downside. You can actually ride this trend to the downside, make the market make good fortune, and you are out of the market. You are out of this market. You understand? You can place your entry and your exit within this zone. You are out of the market. With this, you are satisfied. This is crash 300 with the least loss size. Opening two position, you are satisfied. Just taking the trade. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 weeks. Imagine crash landing for 10 weeks, selling crash for 10 weeks with a very good lot size 0.10, 0.20, as case may be with the volume of equity you have. You should be able to um, make something good out of this, something good that can put a smile on your face for days, for weeks, for months. If you know how to trade this market, you can actually do. Forex is simple. Majority of us are looking at it like this is something very difficult. If you know your way around this forex market, you can actually make a fortune out of it. Um, this is the synthetic indices. It's not like major forex where you have where we have the currency pair. Maybe it's a market where the news will just come and change the trend and all that. This one is more of a virtual system where things go in one direction if you know your way around it. If you know how to actually do your technical analysis, know how to find your support and resistance, you know how to find your supply zones, your demand zone, you know how to do these things, you can actually um, milk the market and make a good fortune out of it, and you are out. Like I always say, majority of us don't really know how to do this, but I don't go without using indicators. Some people say indicators are lagging instruments. They don't really like using indicators. They like their chart fresh and all that. But I like introducing the indicators. Like this is my RSI. I like using the RSI. This is the setting for the RSI. The period here is 7. Typical price HL6/3. I can give it a color of my choice. I leave it in this level. I have the level 20 for oversold, level 80 for overbought, the level 50. Below the 50 is a strong indication for a strong sell. Above the 50 level, I know I'm looking for a buy position. Now this is how my RSI is. This is how my RSI is. This is it. This is my RSI, and I also like working with the moving average. I like my RSI to go in line with the moving average. This is the settings for the moving average. It has period 12. I place it on exponential. Apply to close. I give it the color of my choice. No level, and that is all. My RSI for my moving average, and there you are. So whenever I see the moving average like this, I know I should be thinking of a sell. Whenever I see the moving average and my RSI within this region, within this zone, I should be thinking um, for a strong, bearish move. And as you can see, this is exactly what is happening. And look at what is happening down there. What is happening down here? You see, this is a strong bullish move. I'm expecting a strong bullish move, but I have to go the lower time frame if I really want to catch this move. I have to, go to the lower time frame to see what is happening. Price could actually come to this zone. This is a strong zone. There's an impulsive move down here. You can actually see um, price retesting this zone because we have this is the seller's domain. Um, we have a lot of sellers within this region, so we can actually get something like this. Price can actually come. Okay, let me do it this way. Price can actually come up here, and continue downward, because in this zone we have a lot of seller. We can actually look for our entry. Let me go down to the lower time frame. Let's look for an entry within that zone. Let's look for our entry. Let's look for here. We can actually see price could reverse. You know, this is a strong move and a strong reaction, as you can see. So you can see price could actually, come and retest this area, this area. This is a key area. The price can actually come, could actually come here, retest this area, and continue falling downward. You can actually have something like this. You can actually have something within this region. Let me take this off. You can actually have something like price coming to rotate this and um, fall down like this, you know, like this. This is something we are expecting. We should expect this, or we should be looking at the second, you know, the second high before is. Can actually look at this zone as well, because we have a strong, impulsive move after this corrective move. We have something like this. You see this corrective move, we have something like this. We can actually look at these zones for a possible entry. Now let's go to the 4 hour time frame for a possible entry on that zone. Now this is what we are looking at. You know, this is what we should be looking at. This is what is happening right now. Price is actually reacting to this because there's also a strong move. This is the 4 hours time frame. We have 1, 2, 3 candle after this little supply zone that was created here by the buyers. We have this price actually reacting. It will react a bit and continue pushing to the upside, to react to this and continue pushing to the upside. So we are looking at price doing a little pullback, then continue up to this zone. We will look for the possible entry, which is this before this strong impulsive movement. We're looking at possible entry position here. This is where we're actually looking at price to do that move. We're actually looking at this zone, this zone. We take this as our key area of interest. Here should be looking at price coming to retest. Price coming within this zone will have a fall. The fall is going to come within this zone. Let me take this off. Okay, let me reduce this a little. Within this zone, price is going to come within this zone. It's going to come within this zone. You can actually minimize this. Look for the key level where price can actually push back into the zone, push back into the upward move. One thing with forex, if you really actually know how these things work, they go forex move in a zigzag direction. Since we are in a downtrend, you can actually have something like this, very strong continuation, or this could be a strong reversal. Could be a strong reversal where price is going to go up. Let's look at it from the weekly. Price is going to go up. This is a very strong zone. So if it happens that price broke this zone, we're going to see something to the upside. But with what I'm seeing, price is not going to go above this region. Price is not going to go because it's respecting what is happening currently. Price is respecting this zone. These are key zone. Price is going to respect this, and we're going to see a strong fall continuation. Price is going to continue selling downward. This is what we are expecting to see. Price is going to sell downward. It's still going to go down.
So if you are looking at crash 300 this week, within this week, next week, just keep looking for this price falling to the downside. That is what I can actually, what we're actually seeing, what is actually happening. Price is going downward. So don't think of a buy position until you see a strong move, that is far away from um, far away from this zone. When you see a strong move that is far away from this, we know we should be looking at a strong, push to the upside. So this I think this area will be our area of target. You know, if you see something far away from this region, the price failed to, you know, to slow down here, or here to come to the downside, then we should be looking at a strong move, a hold up, and you know a strong move within this zone or something. Then price continues to the upside. So that is it, guys. This is one little way, big secrets of an eye opener on how to trade crash 300 to make maximum profits out of the market. So you really need to do this technical analysis to get a clear picture of what the market is saying. You need to do the technical analysis. If you find it difficult to understand how these things work, you can actually turn on indicators. Indicators will actually guide you. People don't really um, know how to use these indicators, but I promise you, I can school you on how to use them. Every single bit of it, every single indicator you see in my system is something I have studied. I know how these things work. I have studied them. I know how these things work, and I know when to apply them on my charts and when not to. Like this is a strong support zone. You see, price came touch the price came down to our support zone, and what happened? We couldn't break. Even when there's a little push below it, the support zone is still holding. It is still holding, our price, kept pushing. Now, if you look at this region, you see a little resistance line. This is something. This is telling me that price is going to come down a little, but it's still going to go further. Now, majority of us don't know how to use the moving average, but this indicator is also very good. It's very good. You have it in your chart. Moving average is very good. You have them in your chart. It gives you. It's a dynamic indicator that also acts work in line with the trend. This is a strong downwards movement, and you see price has not been able to break through the moving average all this while. Look at what is happening. Whenever price comes to the moving average, what happens? You get a strong rejection. This is a 20 moving average. You get a strong rejection. Price keep falling. Whenever price comes to the moving average, as the moving average is flowing with the price, it rejects, you know, it rejects the price and it pushes it to the downside. It's acting as a strong resistance. Moving average can also help us in our chart. It acts as a strong resistance. Finally, the resistance was broken. Price came through, and see what is happening. Now it is acting as a support. It is trying to push the price up to the upside. Look at what is happening down here. Look at where the moving average is playing another role. After acting as a strong resistance while price was falling, now see what happened. It is now acting as, you know, within this zone, acting as a strong support, pushing price to the upside. We actually know how to, make use of this, know how to interpret this in our chart so that we can actually make good use of them when we see them on our chart. Look at what happened. You can actually cash, for those of us that are trading, with the daily time frame or using the lower time frame to um, scalp the market to make, those of us with low capital, low equity, you just want to scalp, make something out of the market. This is sure way you can actually trade um, using the moving average. Whenever you see the price coming close to the moving average, you can actually place your entry within that zone. You have to wait, you have to be patient, you have to wait, you have to be patient. You look at price coming to the moving average after the rejection, you can place your entry, you know, place your entry, wait for breakout structure and exit the trade. This is a structure, and once price fall below this structure, this is a structure. When price fall below the structure, we get something like this. See what actually happened. Price has broken this level. Price has broken this level. It came down again. You understand? It came down again. And what do we get? See, another structure was broken. When price rallied back, what happened? You see, you can actually make use of this and milk the market, make good fortune out of the market. These are little tricks that we need to know in trading the forex market. You can actually go to the lower time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, and look through. This the lower you go, the more noise the chart becomes. Look at it on the daily. What we have here is quite different from what we are seeing now on the 4 hour time frame. And you'll be a little bit confused if you don't know how to trade multiple time frames. You'll be a little bit confused. Look at what is happening. We're having a strong move to the upside. If you look at the RSI, it's currently above, trending above the level 50 mark. Like I said, whenever the RSI is above the 50 mark, I should be looking for a buying position, and this is what I'm getting currently. The price is actually buying, and look at what my RSI is saying. It's above this mark, and look at what I'm getting. And what happened here when it was trending below, when it trended below the 50 mark. If I place my horizontal, my this is my vertical line. If I place my vertical line, this is a possible way, a good place to enter the market below this below the 50 mark. This is a good way for me to enter the market if I want to use the RSI as my my entry uh, my entry signal. Whenever I see price below this, I can actually short the market, jump in, ride it till I get to this level, and I exit the trade. Just like that. Majority of us don't actually look at it this way. We don't look at the market this way, but this is a cool way to actually make money out of the market. So what happened again when the RSI is above, when it's above level 50? This is what we get. This is what we get within this region. When we make, see this zone, let me make this color a bit, faint, so that you can actually see, within this zone, see where the RSI is within this region. So when you have it above, when you have the RSI above the 50 mark, you can actually be bold to see this is a strong bullish move and look for an entry when price is moving within the moving average. You can just wait for an entry within the a close touch on the moving average. Just wait for an entry, and can enter a long position when price come within this zone within the moving average. You can enter a long position and see what happens. As long as the RSI is above the 50, the level 50, you can keep riding until we have a breakout structure. And besides, when you have that, you can actually place a trend line, awaiting a breakout structure, and can exit the trade and you are good to go. These are easy ways to make money out of the market. This is my candlestick pattern indicator giving me, telling me a candlestick pattern formed on every trend. You understand? When you have a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern like this, we're expecting a strong fall, and see what happens. If I place my vertical to see what happens, a strong fall. You understand? This is a strong, move. See what happens here within this region. Let me see what happened. This is price is not agreeing with RSI. RSI is saying something different. RSI give me a downward signal. And see what price is giving me something different from what RSI is saying. And we have this indicator, this engulfing bearish engulfing candle pattern is a clear indication of a strong downtrend. You actually need to know all these little tips so that you can actually make money out of the forex market. So I'm not going to make this video too long. Let me cut it here, and I'll see you in my next video. Feel free to give this video a thumb up if it's of a great value to you. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can actually share the video, share it on YouTube, share with your friends, copy the link and share, and you can watch it over and over again so that you have a better understanding of this video. And feel free to communicate with us anytime, any day. Subscribe to this channel. You can call, WhatsApp, and join in on our mentorship program. You don't know how to set up your system. You are a newbie. You don't know how to set up your system. You don't know how to use indicators. I can actually school you. I can actually guide you, give you daily tips on how the market flows. We'll do a top-down analysis on, general market analysis on the synthetic indices on every market, and how to trade, how to enter and exit the trade, how to be a guru, how to be a professional trader. With Mikey's FS Academy, you are good to go. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day.